You know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like every 3 days. That's like 120K I can put down on the home loan. So that'll be great. Just wanted to check the beach side over here. Yeah, because that antenna is huge.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but it's not gonna go over here. I'm gonna have to. Might drop that all the way back. Here then. Yeah, because it is such a massive.
Try just dropping it on the beach to see how massive it is. I meant the wider part of the beach.
Whoa. Hold on, how big? Oh.
That's what I said, the wider part, like right here. God damn.
Yeah, because it, like, I can't slide it. It's taking. Oh my god, that thing is huge.
It's huge.
If I move those smaller islands, I might be able to fit that thing.
Nope.
Yeah, that's like that is as best as we're doing here. Sweet. Sweet Jesus. So I'll just drop the other. The cart, and I'll just drop the tires that. And my phone's going nuts. Every freaking day with that. Hold on. I have to charge my phone later too. I mean, good God. That is a.
Can you even rotate it in the spot it's at?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, actually, you can continue pushing it back. Right?
like I could have it aimed out at the.
Yes.
That is such a cool item. Okay. Let's see what. Ah, it's the common miles plus. Let's see what we do this. Might change outfits. And then maybe harvest the fruit so we can make a huge payment while also. Well, now that I dropped the one thing, I do want to check the ranking and maybe see if we can get another Mayday ticket. Then I might also buy a regular miles ticket and see if we can find a hybrid flower island. Let's see if he mentions Mayday again. Doesn't seem like it. I think it is literally the one. And then never again. I can't seem to get more. Meaning...
This is a stupid process to get more.
Nope. seems like it's literally the one.
Hmm.
Then I guess we'll just go back to what we're doing then.
Unless you can actually go more, but you would need a Mayday ticket to go more, so people are scalping.
You can't.
Okay.
No, because the tickets show up at the...
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Damn it! Compared to the last report, folks responded positively to our island scenery.
I think that means we went up.
So keep contributing. Items you've created. Okay. So, no, compared to our last report, that means I've placed enough rare, valuable...
Well, remember, the way the game works with, like, the 5-star things, there's basically this invisible score that you can't see, and when you get an arbitrarily high enough score for that, the game counts that as 5 stars. I think when she says to respond positively, I think that means the number has gone up.
When you get
I really wish there was a way you could actually look at that number.
Mm-hmm.
But that would make the game too easy. Animal Crossing Elitist. Look at my tiny fingers.
Well, someone has opinions.
Like elitist in general, I find hilarious because, you know, it's like, oh, look at
Your storage is full.
oh, time to pay off the house loan.
Oh my god. It is literally
400 to 400. Oh, time to pay off that house loan.
That's insane. That's ridiculous.
This is another depressing one. We need to go put this in the main plaza.
That we did.
So if storage is full, like I said, I guess go sell all those, like, well, donate the violin beetle, donate the, well, have the office examined, and then possibly donate them if they're new. If not, sell them, and then I guess we go pay off the house loan.
Well, to pay it off, that would take a few hundred. That would take most of my...
Well, time to start selling junk then.
This has created quite a massive problem. Why does it keep doing that?
Either a weird glitch because it's either a weird a glitch due to the placement of our rocks, or it is something where the game is trying to prevent you from doing that whole thing for whatever reason.
That keeps happening. That's That's way too consistent. Meaning I should definitely sell some fruit and stuff.
You say, like, it would take a huge amount of money, but remember, if we sell, like, all...
That wouldn't be enough.
No, it wouldn't be enough, but it would add a large amount.
And a violin beetle. Okay. So, sell. lots of miles, though. Nice and nice. Sell off those bugs and stuff. Then I can probably sell a bunch of fruit.
That? What is that item in the back?
Hold on. Just set the water bug and that violin beetle. Nice. Inflatable sofa.
That's not what that is.
See what it is.
Oh, I don't have enough room for it. Well, time to sell.
Okay. Figure out about the loan and stuff. Didn't realize I capped out on the... That's ridiculous. Still feel the storage in this game's a little bit too light.
Well, to be fair, the storage at least goes up every time you upgrade the house.
This is why I wish you could stack, like...
Oh, I still wish you could, like, item stacks went up to 100.
Yeah. Or, if specifically in your storage, or, even better, items in your storage could stack up to 999.
That too.
Only in storage, so then one stack of wood? Instead of my... So that way I would be able to stack...
That's, you know, another thing we might need it to do is maybe get out a bunch of wood and stuff and craft a bunch of bullshit to place around the island. These are the two solutions to the problem. Also, we're on the last day of, you know, turnips before turnips
Oh,
go.
yeah, I'm gonna go check that too.
We might as well sell those. Even if it's at a loss, we might as well sell them.
I'm just changing for some random variety. I have so much nonsense. Actually, I'll just change variety. Nice. Okay, we can sell turnips.
You didn't pick them out, so...
I'm aware of that, because what I'm going to do right quick to temporarily store that gift I'm going to give is just gonna do this. I love the wall art, and I'm gonna put the mask. Okay. We'll go sell. Oh, that reminded me of something I kept forgetting to say that is a thing about the turnips that's just a rule I forget about.
What?
Which I believe was a change in this game. From basically 5 in the morning to 11:59, you get a turnip price. At noon it changes. So you can actually get 2 turnip prices in a day to make it a little bit easier to get better turnips, but you're still working with massive amounts of RNG to a point that I still think a constant fruit farm or fishing in the summer is infinitely better money. Yep, I lost out. That one day was my best. I'm losing a profit on these. This is why I should have sold that one day. When it was the highest, I should have sold.
We still would have had a loss of profit on that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sell them. I would have gained a little bit more. This is why I hate turnips.
That one day, we bought them for 92. The one day they were selling for 100 and what?
It was like 185 or something.
Yeah.
So almost double, but this is why I consider this a better investment. And you can make an argument, and this will always be my counterpoint, if you're saying, oh, but your fruit farm's only like 120k, that's not much. I could get like 7 million bells in turnips. To get 7 million bells in turnips, you have to be really lucky. In my opinion, in Animal Crossing...
Also, like, you could, with a fruit farm, because you can have 190 trees before the game starts penalizing you. You could have, like, 5 or, like, 10 of your trees be standard non-fruit-bearing trees, 10 be the oak, and then everything else be fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Or just say fuck it and have everything be a fruit tree. You would lose out on certain types of bugs that need to spawn on normal trees. Like, Atlas moths only spawn on normal trees, right?
No, I've seen them on my fruit trees.
Oh, so fuck it then.
I've seen them on my fruit trees.
So, you could say fuck it and
I keep seeing Atlas moths in this garden when I'm off-screen grinding.
Okay, so if regular, like, bugs and stuff can appear on your standard trees, you could basically just say fuck it and have your entire town have nothing but fruit trees. So that's the other thing. You could potentially have more money out of fruit trees if...
Yeah, but for the sake of variety reasons and certain limitations, I'm keeping it to...
Oh, yeah, like, keeping it to what you have is fine. I was just pointing...
And regardless, what I was going to say, because this is what I feel is the best thing in Animal Crossing, long-term, short-handed profit like this will always beat out short-term, large profit. You get 7 million bells worth of turnips? You know what? Cute. But your luck is not going to be consistent.
And you also have to wait a week to, especially because if you do time travel, at all, to basically punish you, because that would be cheating and would be a ludicrously easy exploit. Your turnips automatically spoil if you manually alter the clock, so you have to wait a week every time. Meanwhile, fruit trees grow back every 3 days.
And 100k adds up astronomically over time. Because Animal Crossing is not
it's the reason I said if you're able to get a small, the hot item for a day, if you get a hot item that's worth 2 or 3,000, it will be doubled to around 4 to 6,000, and if it's relatively easy to get a hold of, if you just spent the entire day constantly crafting these things and selling them, you could make a decent amount of money.
And what I was going to say, long-term consistency, I feel, always wins out. Because this is over 100,000 bells?
Funny thing is, it's kind of the same reason. This is just how my brain works. Why I like the safer moves in Pokemon as opposed to, Fire Blast and stuff is, yes, there are times you need that bigger damage, but the bigger damage is inconsistent, so I'm more afraid of the times I lose because of the move missing as...
This is a constant stream of money that is self-maintained. In a long sense, I can get millions of bells slowly versus trying to get millions of bells in 5 minutes. Where I will say...
Also, the soul-crushing reality was all games. Well, this doesn't matter now. 20 years from now, when this game's servers go down, you can't, depending on how much goes down, you wouldn't possibly be able to visit other people's islands. Is there a local version of that where...
There's a local play.
Okay, so if someone else had a Switch in handheld mode in here, you could go to their island.
There's local play.
Okay.
They didn't skip out on local.
Okay, so that part is there, but the other thing, and this is my...
Let me sell fruit and chunks. Sell those, and then I'm gonna sell
And,
them.
like, I know this is just a broader topic, but it's the reason I don't like heavily online-focused games is, like, once the server goes down, that turnip thing will become far less valuable, like... like, you could play older Animal Crossings, like, older ones that don't have...
You could play Wild World!
Wild World or City Folk, you could still play them today, and you, like, could still do the whole fruit thing as your source of money, or, like, fishing or whatever.
In this series, I really do feel long-term short games like this play out better, because this is a constant. See? Because that's half a 100, and that's half our... This is ridiculous. And, anyway, what I was saying during the summer months, when I'm doing off fishing for sharks and stuff, it's time for the question of the day, and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you agree with me that turnips are inconsistent and random and generally not worth pursuing, because while you might get lucky and get a good payout, turnips can be incredibly inconsistent unless you're going on certain websites and looking up different people that are offering an island visit because they happen to have incredibly high turnip prices, but most of these people damn near expect donations if you happen to go to their island, and I hate dealing with incredibly greedy folks, and I feel like you never should, because that promotes a whole mess of nonsense that bothers me, but now is not the time to talk about that. My point is this: I think slow long-term gains end up far more beneficial than a lot of the faster short-term gains, because those can often be incredibly inconsistent, whereas slower long-term gains are something you can constantly control, which has always felt like the point of Animal Crossing. While you might be able to get lucky and make a lot of bells in one go, especially if you grind in order to sell some rare bugs and fish, overall, anything you gain in the short term will always be generally inconsistent. But if you have an infinite renewable resource that turns into slower long-term gains, you make infinitely more money because you're making money consistently. It's just a bit slow, and I feel like a lot of people that want instant gratification should not be playing Animal Crossing anyway, because Animal Crossing is something that you really do need to approach slowly, and you take Animal Crossing one day at a time, and every few days, if you get a good chunk of bells from a massive fruit farm like the one I made, that constantly adds up, since Animal Crossing is supposed to be played day after day. And if you make the 10,000 bell money trees like I do, that also adds up considerably over time, while you might not make a lot of money in one go, you will make a lot of money over the course of a year, which again is the fucking point. And I don't like disrespecting the one guy because I do consider him a friend. But that one guy who basically streamed the Animal Crossing when it was new basically had a few of his followers give him money and other items, and he basically ended up with a lot of extra bells because of this, and he was constantly paying off the house in his game, and in about a week or so, he had basically exhausted the main sort of single player content where you unlock terraforming, and by that point he had pretty much damn near paid off everything, and it wasn't long past that point where he pretty much maxed out his house, and then he had all these great ideas, but he basically hit a serious amount of burnout. And to this day, I feel like that was entirely caused by him getting all of those handouts, because by the time he unlocked the terraforming, he basically had nothing he was super interested in doing. And having a few streams of terraforming, he started getting incredibly bored, and he basically gave up on the game. And I feel like that is a good example of what I mean, because he gained so much money incredibly quickly. He had tons of bells he could use to pay off everything, essentially meaning he was left with nothing. And once he got bored of the terraforming, because it can be incredibly slow and tedious, he was effectively left with a game that had lost all value. And I feel like if he had played normally, he would not have lost interest as fast as he did, because by the end of that short-lived adventure in Animal Crossing, he did not really understand what all the hype was about. And I feel like he does not really get the point of Animal Crossing simply because he got all those handouts and he effectively achieved nothing on his own, meaning the game became incredibly hollow. But I'm starting to ramble. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.